Hello and welcome, everyone. I am so excited today. I've got Amber Hartnett with me. She is the Senior Regional Territory Manager for Designs for Health, and Designs for Health is our silver sponsor this year at the Alumni Conference. Thank you so much for joining me today, Amber.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, can you tell a little bit about, your journey and how did you come to work for Designs for Health?
So, I worked in sales. So I got a job outside of university. I got a job in sales and I kind of worked in a whole bunch of different roles.
Okay.
And then I was like, I didn't think sales, I left the sales industry and wanted to be a yoga teacher. And I am currently still a yoga teacher,
Okay.
but I was teaching yoga full time. And financially, that was just not a good fit for me. So when I decided to go back into sales, I was like, I want to work in health and wellness. At least I want to go into something I'm passionate about. And I actually ended up in the dental industry. I was working in dental sales, which is great, and it was good. And a woman found me on LinkedIn on my and reached out to me, a headhunter, and said, I see you have all this sales experience, and you're a yoga teacher. I have a job. And she kind of gave me the spiel on Designs for Health. And I was like, I said to her, I said, I didn't even know I had a sales dream job, but I was like, but if I did, this sounds like it. I was like, this is right up my alley.
Yeah.
Anyways, I applied for the job and I got it. So that's how I ended up with DFH.
Great. Now, can you tell us how the company itself, like when, how was it founded? What's kind of the history of Designs for Health for those that don't know?
So Designs for Health was founded, and I want to, don't quote me on the year, but I want to say 1993 by Jonathan Lazat and his wife at the time, who she was actually a nutritionist. And they had fat loss clinics, very successful businesses in the tri-state area. I want to say they had like three or four of them at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like going back like 35 years ago. This is pre-internet. You kind of get out of school and you don't really know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And she actually started doing a lot of education for practitioners outside of it. So Designs for Health actually started as an education company. And
Mm-hmm.
then what happened is she was noticing in her practice that some clients were doing really well on supplements and some weren't. And was kind of like, what is going on with this product? Like, why is it not working for some and working for others? And they actually tested some of their products and they realized that what was on the label was not on the label. And yeah, so then
Wow.
they were, we're going to start manufacturing. So the first product they ever obviously they were in a fat loss clinic. So carnitine synergy was their first product that they ever manufactured. And then they just grew from there. So small family owned business. And now we're basically like, we're in Australia, we're in Canada, all over the US. We have all over the world. And we're still maintaining that model of a practitioner brand, a practitioner focused brand with high quality ingredients and therapeutic doses, right? So yeah, that's kind of where it started and how and fast forward, you know, uh,
Yeah.
he's done a lot of work. Jonathan still owns the company. So yeah, it's really, really impressive. Yeah.
Very cool. Now, does Designs for Health have a philosophy or a mission as a company?
So the mission statement, I think you'll see it on lots of our advertising, is designing a well world. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
that's what we're passionate about.
Yeah.
Um, but I think there's like some other underlying mission statements where we're very practitioner focused. So we are, an exclusive practitioner brand, and our products. We work with many researchers, like. Other clinicians, our scientific advisory board. So designing these products are basically designed by clinicians for clinicians.
Mm-hmm.
So science-based, science first, science-based. I think that would be it. But I think our overall mission statement would be to design a well world.
Mm-hmm. Love it. Love it. Now, I mean, I don't have to tell you, there are so many supplements out there, right?
Yeah.
So, for a practitioner, if you walk in a health food store, you go online, there's just so many, it becomes overwhelming. What is it that sets Designs for Health apart from the other professional supplement companies out there?
There's so many. You know what? I have a list of things that I think that we do
Love
better.
it.
And I mean that. No, and that's like
Yeah.
a really here. I use the products too, and I think they're amazing. So I think the therapeutic dosing is one for sure.
Mhm.
A lot of like it's not just like, a capsule and a dose. It's
Hmm.
like what the research states and what it says, that's what we're putting in the capsule. So I really like that about us. Sometimes you'll look and sometimes things might look much more expensive, but when you actually look at what you're getting per capsule versus
Hmm.
another brand, then you're like, oh, there's way more in this product and I have to take less capsules. So I really love that aspect of that. Again, that scientific research behind it. We do third-party testing on all of our products. We kind of go for like the utmost highest standard of ingredients.
Hmm.
So, and I think people notice that when they take the products. I really do. I feel that we kind of go above and beyond in that. Innovation, like we're leaders in the industry in a sense of, different liposomals, and we have our eval technology to increase bioavailability. There's a lot of things like that I think that we really do. We're trendsetters and we're ahead of it. We don't follow the trends. I feel like we set the trends. And that is based on what the science is telling us, right? So there's that. And then one of my personal favorite parts about Designs for Health, I think that we do better, not from just the supplements themselves, but
Hmm.
as a company, I recommend everybody get a DFH account, even if you're not going to sell supplements and you're going to personal use. But the research and education and the tools that we have on our website are phenomenal. Like anytime I take somebody, and I like in-person meetings with lots of my clients,
Hmm.
but I find when I take them on a virtual meeting and we go in through the website, everybody's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe like look at all this education." Like we have I want to say there's probably over 50 or 60 hours of free education, like webinars on our thing, that from like acne to Alzheimer's
Yep.
to weight loss, you name it, you can go on at your leisure and watch those. Our protocol manual is such a great resource when you're learning the brand and understanding why a product would fit a certain condition. I think
Hmm.
those are great tools. The tech sheets, the patient ed sheets. So if you're recommending a product to a client, you have a patient ed sheet that you can give it where it's kind of the Coles notes, but it's not as scientific, but it really helps them understand why they're taking the product.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, commitment to clean ingredients. Yeah, no artificial sweeteners, all of those sorts of things, no food dyes. Yeah, just overall, I think we have kind of the highest standard in the market, personally.
Amazing, amazing. I do have to
Yeah.
say, I had sat down with Mo a few years ago, and he walked me through the total full spectrum collagen, and I swapped. And I've never looked back on that. And my hair would not grow past my shoulders. And I do have to say, the Designs for Collagen, it's an everyday thing in my house, and I've been very consistent with it for years. I love
It's so
it.
funny that you say that because I have so many clients that once you get them switched and they're like, all you have to do is get a client to take it for like a
Yeah,
month to 2 months and
yeah,
they will never go back to anything else
yeah,
because it is
yeah.
a total game changer.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
yeah, yeah. But all those facts she was showing me, he's like, yeah, this is what makes it different. I was like, okay, I'll give this
like
collagen a
I'll
try.
buy that.
And
I'll
I
buy
feel like
that.
I've tried them all, and it's the best. It's so
It
good.
is the best.
Now, who
I'm
can
glad.
access this, right? If you want to get these great products, who can access and how do they access them?
So any of your alumni, or that even students, if you have
Nice.
students that haven't, they wouldn't be able to access the full range of all the materials as students, but they could have a student account and still order personal.
Cool.
But the any of your alumni, anybody that has your nutrition course, any functional medicine practitioner that is certified can do that. When you go to the Designs for Health website, it'll say create an account, and then you're going to say, yes, I'm a practitioner. You will have to email in your credentials, though. You don't just automatically get an account.
Mhm.
And then me or whoever happens to be in the territory, if you're in Rihanna's or Mo's territory, they will email out once your account is approved a discount code for 15% off. I know that you were going to talk about this at one point,
Yeah, yeah. Yes,
but
talk about it now for sure. It's such a
yeah,
big deal. Yeah.
that's something that I think is great for your first order. You can go in, you can try the products. But yeah, so yeah, just log in. You'd have to create the account. It usually takes about 24 hours, and then you have to submit your education. that you've completed the course, and then you'd get approved. And then you're in. Once you're in, you got your account, you can rock and roll.
Nice,
You
nice.
can go
Now,
in, and
oh,
I would say go when you get in your account and you get your login, like go in the virtual dispensary. I didn't mention this earlier when I was talking about like tools and things that we do for practitioners.
yeah.
Um, virtual dispensary is an amazing tool if you're working virtually with your clients. You basically can create an e-script or and your whatever your recommended products are for your client, and you send it, and then Designs for Health. It's kind of like a full script system sort of thing, but
Mhm.
the commissions are so much better, like double.
Cool.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, that's available to you guys as well. And then we also have Well World as well, which is another portal that where it's an app that your patients will download, and they have certain diet plans, or if any diet plans that you have, you can upload them into that app, and your patients can access it through the Well World portal, which is also really cool.
Very cool. Okay. Well, you just mentioned a number of benefits.
I
So,
know.
yeah. So the benefits of having a virtual account, we got a discount, we get this portal, we've got this dispensary. Any other benefits that you would mention for practitioners to open up a professional account?
Any other benefits for
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
You know, I think, well, as a practitioner, if you're recommending supplements, we can also drop ship. I didn't mention that as well. So that's another way if you don't want to have a like a dispensary in your practice. Um, and for personal use, right?
Mhm.
Like honestly, like why go to a store and pay full price for something when you can get it at wholesale pricing with being a certified practitioner? That's just for me a no-brainer.
Love it.
Everybody's taking supplements, let's
Yeah.
be honest.
It's true.
Even one or two for sure. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
so,
True.
like from a personal use standpoint, to me, that's a complete no-brainer. But if you want to use it in your practice, if you're a practicing nutritionist or holistic nutritionist, you can definitely do that.
Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. Now, are there any new and exciting things at Designs for Health that you want to tell us about? Maybe stuff we don't even know, something new and cool.
So we've launched our performance peptides, which is a really, really cool product from it's bioactive peptides they've extracted from the fava bean, which basically turn on mTOR, which is going to help increase muscle mass. Essentially, it basically tells your body, switches on a switch and says, start making muscles. So kind of a pre-workout or
Hmm.
so that's really great. Any of your weight loss patient or clients, I say patients, I'm sorry. It's like
That's okay.
I talk to doctors a lot. So if I
I
switch
bet.
patients to clients, I'm sorry, I
That's fine.
apologize.
Yeah.
Um, but any weight loss or athletes, they've got some amazing studies. Definitely when you log into your account, check out the tech sheet on that. Studies on recovery, um, and really great for sarcopenia as well. That's really new. And then we've also recently launched our Designs for Sport line, which is really, really cool, especially if you're working with professional athletes. So it's kind of a spin-off line of Designs for Health products, but all the products in our Designs for Sport line are NFS for Sport certified,
Yeah.
which means not only do they go through the rigorous testing that Designs for Health puts all our products through,
Yeah.
they actually go to NFS for sport, and they're tested against, I think it's 280 banned supplements, substances
Yeah.
for professional athletes.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
if your clients are professional athletes, this is the line that's going to ensure that they will. So a lot of those people are drug tested on a regular basis, and it's really important to make sure that those supplements are clean for them. So the Designs for Sport line is new. I think we've launched, I think there's a total of 10 products, and I want to say two are yet to come out, which I think are coming out in like the next week or two. But right now we have 8 on our website as well, and you have access to those right along with your designs. They're kind of mixed in with the Designs for Health products as well.
Okay, amazing. Now I'm gonna hit you with a hard question. I'm sure it's hard to pick just one, but
Yeah.
what is the like for you personally, the one Designs for Health product you just cannot live without? Like it's in your house, you always have it, it's your favorite, like no matter what, this is my Designs for Health product.
I literally probably have 5 that I
Okay,
don't
okay,
live with. I
okay,
don't.
to us. Give it to us.
Okay. Okay. Inflammatone.
Okay.
like, so another, what, like, this is a little bit of a backstory. I'm going to go back in reverse, but when you asked about like how I got into the natural, I'm allergic to everything, and I'm allergic to a lot of pharmaceutical drugs. I actually like went into anaphylactic shock and almost died twice from
Oh,
medications. So
yeah.
I went into a natural route when I was very young due to allergies. So I can't take any NSAIDs. And inflammatone, like I can take this for a headache. I take it for just general inflammation. This is like one of my favorite products.
Okay.
And then resveratrol supreme.
Mhm.
This is, you're going to be your resveratrol with quercetin. I love it. It does wonders for me.
Mhm.
So many different reasons, all kinds of reasons. Electrolyte synergy. I'm a hot yoga teacher. It changed my life. I was like, wow, that makes such a big difference.
Yeah.
Like, and you always tell people, oh, water's not enough. You should take and then I started taking our electrolytes and I was like, well, that's a game changer.
Mhm.
Um, so those three, I probably dim Avail. I'm a 45-year-old woman that has estrogen that just likes to do what
Yeah.
out of
Yeah.
control. Dim, and then probably one. I like all of our magnesiums, and I kind of I like to cycle my supplements. So I go from our trimags to our mid-glycinate to our magmalate, but I'm always taking a magnesium personally. So those are like my I just they're an everyday thing, and I wouldn't be able to give up one of them.
Okay. Okay. I
That's
love
a
it.
lot. That's
No,
a
I
lot.
love it though. I knew I was asking a hard question for just
I
one.
was like, oh, good God. But yeah, like,
Yeah.
it just kind of depends. But I'm like, those are like that I like kind of every day. The electrolytes, maybe not every day. If I'm not super active, I might not take them every day.
Yeah.
But, if I'm doing yoga or, on my Peloton or out exercising, I
Mhm.
just, yeah, really great dose of vitamin C with them. So it's kind of like a two-in-one product, I feel like for me
Nice.
that I love. But yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for sharing and thank you for your time. We really want to recognize Designs for Health for being our silver sponsor at this year's 17th annual Canadian Holistic Nutrition Conference. Now, I'm going to see you in Calgary, right? You've got a
Yes.
table?
I got
Amazing.
a table.
Okay,
I hope
perfect.
everybody comes by to visit me.
Yes.
Um, and we'll also be giving out a discount code for people that attend that conference that come over to see me at the table. So come over and see me. So if you have your professional account, and I usually have some goodies and some samples at the tables.
Oh, fun. Okay. So come visit your table at the conference
Yes,
on April 12th. It's right around the corner, so exciting. And there is going to be a Designs for Health booth also at our Toronto conference, and early bird tickets end on March 30th. So if you are in Toronto or anywhere near there, you want to definitely go and get your tickets. They can be purchased at www.csnnalumni.org. And yes, we mentioned it, but I'm going to mention again, as an alumni member, you can easily open a Designs for Life account and you get 15% discount on the first time order. So go open an account, right? We want them to do that.
absolutely.
Go and get your account. So many good reasons today we talked about. Perfect. Well, thank you so much again for taking our time today, going through that, and I cannot wait to see you at the conference on April 12th.
Awesome. Thanks so much.